Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet is one of the most surprising reveals from PlayStation in recent memory. I think it's safe to assume that most of us thought that the next Naughty Dog game to be announced would be a Last of Us 3 or another Uncharted game. But no, Naughty Dog is crafting a brand new futuristic sci-fi original IP, which I'm all for. And it really does have fans buzzing, rightfully so. Naughty Dog is behind it, so you know it's going to be big. In this video, we're going to be breaking down everything we know so far about the game, regarding its story, setting, characters, gameplay, and more. But before I get started, I just want to say, hey, I am CBK. If you're into all things PlayStation, then definitely hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's go ahead and swing on into it. First off, let's cover the basics. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, which is a very long name, is an action-adventure game coming exclusive to the PlayStation. Naughty Dog's been cooking this one up since 2020, right after The Last of Us Part 2 drop, which means it's been in development for about 5 years now, and that's a pretty long time even for a studio known for taking their time to perfect their games. The game is set thousands of years into the future, but here is the twist. It's not our future. It's an alternate timeline that splits from ours in the 1980s, where space travel got way more advanced than it did in our current world. Think retro, futuristic vibes with a dash of 80s flair. Naughty Dog's calling this their wildest, most creative story yet, and honestly, I'm sold on the vibes alone. So what's the story about? The star of the show is Jordan A. Munn, a tough-as-nails bounty hunter played by Tati Gabrielle. You might know her from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina or Uncharted. Jordan's on a mission chasing a target named Colin Graves, who's tied into a criminal group called the Five Aces. Her hunt takes her to Semperia, this mysterious red planet with a shattered moon. Here's where it gets kind of wild. Semperia's been cut off from the rest of the universe for hundreds of years. No communication, no visitors, nothing. Anyone who's gone there in the last 600 years or so has not come back. Jordan's partner warns her not to take the job, but she's got personal stakes in this one. There's a photo in the trailer showing her with the Five Aces crew, hinting at some sort of mysterious backstory. She crash lands on Semperia, and now she's got to survive and figure out how to get off this planet. Neil Druckmann, the creative director, says that the story is all about faith and religion, which I find pretty interesting. This fictional religion tied to Semperia, that's been isolated for centuries, and the game's gonna explore what happens when you put your trust into institutions like that. Pretty deep stuff, classic Naughty Dog style, classic emotional storytelling incoming. Now let's talk about gameplay. Because this is Naughty Dog, we know that they don't mess around. The trailer didn't really show much, but just a quick glimpse of Jordan swinging her red laser sword at some sort of mech enemy. But here's what we've heard. Naughty Dog's promising their deepest gameplay ever. They're taking everything they've learned from Uncharted and The Last of Us and pushing it even further. What does this mean? Well, we don't really know for sure, but I'm guessing a mix of exploration, combat, and maybe some open-ended elements. This trailer hints at some up-close action with that sword, so I would expect some slick melee combat, which is something that we didn't get a ton of in past Naughty Dog games. This one seems to be more focused on that close-up combat. And since it's a sci-fi setting, I'd bet on some pretty cool gadgets and some space tech tools. Neil Druckmann's even said that the game is still evolving, so clearly they're experimenting with some ideas. Alright, so here's the big question. When is it coming out? Well, a little bit of bad news, a little bit of good news. There is no official release date yet. Naughty Dog's keeping quiet on that one, and Druckmann did say that they still have a ways to go, but Bloomberg's Jason Schreier recently hinted that it won't hit before 2027, and if that's true, we're looking at roughly a 7-year dev cycle. That's pretty much the longest for any Naughty Dog game so far. That's pretty wild, but it also means that they're kind of going all out. The good news is that Neil did say recently that they do have a playable version of the game complete, so it's likely that there just needs to be some sort of refinement and polishing before the game is released. We don't know whether or not this is going to be released on the PS5 or the PS6, but there could be a situation similar to The Last of Us Part 2, where The Last of Us Part 2 released on the end of the life cycle of the PS4, and then there of course was a remaster for the PS5. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get this game probably in the last year or two of the PS5's life cycle, and then there will be some sort of remaster like there always is with modern gaming for the next gen console. So that's pretty much everything that we know about Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet so far. It's featuring an awesome bounty hunter, a mysterious planet, a deep dive into faith, and Naughty Dog's signature polish. It's really shaping up to be something original and special. What do you think? Are you hyped for this sci-fi action adventure? Or did you want more of The Last of Us? Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. I definitely want to hear them. But that's going to be it for me on this video. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.